Sydney from Sid Plans It Out. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by. Today I'm going to be doing some Q2 goals. Yes, I know it's the 8th of April. Well, technically it's the 6th when I'm doing this, but you know, whatever. So we're 6 days into the second quarter. So yeah, I probably could have done this sooner, but I feel like I currently have a better understanding of what I want my goals to be than I did maybe on April 1st. So we're going to do this. The first thing I want to do though, is I want to review my Q1 goals. So this was the insert that I made for, my planner that I was using at the beginning of the year for my Q1 goals. And honestly, I did a pretty good job of all of this. So I did read 5 books. I actually read 8 books, so go me. I made this a habit pretty easily, which I thought I was going to, but I also just kind of wanted to like make sure that I was making it a habit in my life. I did do this. My closet still doesn't feel very organized, but it is. It's just that I have a lot of stuff. And I did go through my clothes. I could probably go through them more thoroughly, but it's one of those things. Anyone else, you're like, well, I could get rid of this, but some days it fits and some days it doesn't. So that's kind of where I'm at with my clothes. As I choke on nothing. Okay, 400 subscribers. I definitely did that, which thank you all very much. I actually hit 500 at the beginning of April or the end of March. I can't remember which one, if I'm being 100% honest. I think it was the end of March because I'm pretty sure I was on a work trip when I noticed that. 800 followers on Instagram. I did that. So I had this written out to put $250 into my $1,000 savings, like that, and I didn't necessarily put it into my $1,000 savings, but I saved $250. So I think I'm gonna like rewrite that. Saved $250. Because I did save it. I just didn't save it maybe necessarily the way I wrote it, but I did do it in a sense. So I feel like I kind of accomplished that one. I did do this, and it was a task, let me tell you. It didn't take me that long, but there was a lot of makeup and stuff in there that I 100% did not need. I didn't do this. I failed at that. I really failed at that. I don't even think I might have seen both. No, I think the only time I saw all 3 of my siblings, no, I didn't even see them all 3 at once then. I was going to say was for my birthday, but no, because one of my sisters had to work. So this might have to be like an individual sibling date kind of thing. Like I go out with each of my siblings individually, but maybe not once a month. Just like maybe I have a date with each of them throughout the quarter. I think that's probably a better goal. And this one, I totally revamped. Partly like budget wise, I was like, I don't need to be spending money on this because of how often I'm traveling. I'm not doing it. It's just money that I'm throwing at something to make me feel like I'm doing something, but I'm not actually doing it. So I have revamped kind of my goal for like my physical health for Q2. So now that I've gone through my Q1 goals, so I feel pretty good about them. Like I did them for the most part. Some of them, it might have been like, you know, I did it in a different kind of way, but I at least started some of them. So most of them, I'm going to say most of them. I feel like 6 out of 8, math is hard. 6 out of 8 is pretty good. So now we're going to go ahead and I'm going to do my Q2 goals. And for this page, I pulled out just like a bunch of random sticker books. I'm going to be honest. I pulled out Pressed Florals because, I don't know, it's Q2 and it just makes me think flowers and like bright colors. I pulled out this Happy Quotes book because I think it's absolutely adorable and I have not used it enough. And honestly, that's really sad because it's so stinking cute. And then I also pulled out, like, look at how cute this is. It's adorable. I also pulled out journaling because I had pulled it out for something else and I was like, man, those boxes are really fun. Like, these journaling boxes are a blast. I just think they're super cute. Ooh, maybe we'll do hexagons. I'm thinking, because like I used one of these in my daily for today. So I was like, oh man, that book's really cute. Maybe we use hexagons. That could be fun. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 goals that could kind of be 6 because one of them is social, well, 2 of them are social media. It's like followers and subscribers. So I could put them into 1 again. And then I could change up, like, I could add something else. Like maybe something with my siblings. Because I just feel like I'm not doing a very good job of, like, you know, spending time with them like I want to. Yeah. And I realized the other day, I had to take my brother to school. Oh, this is the book that I like haven't used at all. I have 2 of these books because they're stunning. Yeah, it looks like I really haven't used much out of this one. So, okay, I pulled out the newer one. Didn't mean to do that. But I took my brother to school and he was like, can we just go to, literally words out of his mouth. Can we not go to school and just go to IHOP instead, as he's getting out of the car? And I was like, sir, that's not how this works. That's definitely not how this works, but it was a good try. I applauded his effort. So that was fun. But then I took him to dinner that night because I was like, man, I started thinking about it and I have not lived with him, like lived in the same, under the same roof as him full time for longer than I did. Like, because he's 12 years younger than me, so I'm gonna regret covering these holes. I already know it because repunching these pages is not easy, but it's fine. Yeah, so he's 12 years younger than me, so when I like went to college, that was pretty much like the end of me living at home full time, right? So he was 5 at that point. So it's been a while since I have lived with him. And so we just don't spend as much time together. And he's like, he's 15 now, which is, I don't know how that's a thing. Not sure how that happened, but that's where we're at. And I was like, man, I really have not spent enough time with him in the last few years. So I'm trying to, not make up for lost time necessarily, but like to make sure that I'm spending time with him, I guess. And my other siblings as well, but my sisters are older, so I don't know. I don't feel like, it's not like don't want to spend time with them. It's more like they are very busy people who have very full lives of their own. Like I said, one of my sisters is getting married. So it's just like, also they're older in the sense of like they're older than him, not they're older than me. I am the oldest, but so yeah, there's that. Okay, back to what I'm actually doing. I'm kind of just throwing in some florals and some of these boxes, and we're just gonna kind of see what happens. I don't really know. I don't really have a plan for this page. I might not even use this goals or this happy quotes book that I pulled out. I kind of want to, but we'll just kind of see how it goes. This Pressed Florals book is like one of my favorites. It's so pretty. So I think we're going to go with like the pinks and the purples because that is what I have started with. So we're just going to continue on that. The only thing I wish about this book is I wish that these were clear and not paper. Because, layering paper florals, it just never looks as good as if you layer clear ones, It's not that it looks bad, it just doesn't look as good. So I kind of struggle with it because I'm like, ugh, do I really like that? I mean, it's okay, I guess. You know what I should have done is I should have not gotten a dot grid page. I should have just taken a clear sheet of paper, a clean, like a blank sheet of paper, and then punched it when I was done. Duh. Oh well. Is that going to... I'm going to end up punching out part of that, but that's okay. Oh well, you live and you learn, right? Right. It is what it is, as they say. As I have been saying like all day today. I don't know. Maybe that's just kind of the mindset I'm in right now. I don't know if I talked about this yet. I might have. I honestly don't know. I have filmed not that many videos, but a decent amount of videos in the since yesterday. So like I said, today's Tuesday. No, today's Wednesday. Did I say it was Tuesday? I meant to say it was Wednesday earlier. I don't know. Whatever. It's Wednesday. And I filmed... I'm going to flip this over to make this easier. I filmed 2 videos yesterday, which not a lot, like no big deal, right? But they were both like longer videos, right? Because I filmed my big and then I filmed my, what did I film? What did you film, Sydney? My catch-all. Oh my gosh. And in those videos, also, my brain wasn't working. I think this is just like the story of my life right now. But I filmed those, and, you know, if you've watched any of those videos from me, those videos are always a little bit longer. And they were definitely on the longer side yesterday. Not that they ever feel like they're long in the moment, because they don't. Like, I will literally look up and be like, oh, okay, like... how long is this video? And it'll be, you know, it'll say like 25 minutes. And I'm like, wait, what? I've been doing this for 25 minutes? No way. So yeah, those videos always turn out longer than I think they're going to. And I realized in the last, which I think I might have said this already too, if I'm just repeating everything that I've said in the last few videos, I apologize. This is what happens when you just sit here and talk to yourself. It's that you end up repeating things because you don't know what you've said. And yeah. What was I going to say though? And then stopped myself. Oh, I realized that it really doesn't take me that long to plan. It's the aspect of like talking and planning. So, you know, which you would think I would be pretty good at talking and doing pretty much anything at this point in my life because I'm a talker, but not so much. Not so much, I guess, when it comes to this. I don't know. I really like how this is turning out already. It's so cute. All right, let's add in the rest of these boxes so I can make sure that I actually have room for all of the boxes that I want. Because wouldn't that be sad if I didn't leave enough room? Would that be necessarily surprising? Maybe not. It'd be a little bit sad though. Aren't there other pink... Ooh, those are pretty. Pink florals. Oh, there's these. Okay, let's bring in this one. If I can get it out and not rip it, because I feel like I'm going to. Okay. Whew. I don't know what I was going to say. I distracted myself. Have I told you guys how I feel like I definitely have ADHD? Like, the older I get, the more I'm like, man, my brain is a scary place. And I have friends, like I have a friend who has ADHD, and I have described to him the way that I feel like my brain works sometimes. And he's like, oh yeah, you for sure have ADHD, because that's exactly how I feel. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's cool. I'm glad that I somehow managed to make it through years of school with no one like noticing. But I feel like, I don't know, maybe it just wasn't as diagnosed when I was little or maybe it just wasn't as diagnosed in girls. I have noticed that it is more diagnosed in boys than it is in girls. And I feel like it could just be it wasn't as diagnosed in girls when I was younger, because I cannot even tell you how many times when I was younger I got sent to the office because I could not stop talking. Could not stop talking. Which is why when I was filming the other day and I said maybe I just talk too much, maybe that's tomorrow's video, I don't know. But I was saying like maybe I just talk too much and no one would be surprised by that statement. Yeah, that's why. That's what I meant. Like no one in my family I think would be surprised if I said that, because I legitimately used to like get sent to the office for talking too much. So it's definitely possible and probable that I have always had ADHD tendencies and they've just gone undiagnosed because I managed to rein it in a little bit, I guess, as I got older. Also, probably because I was going to say had, but no, I have a major fear of like disappointing people and getting in trouble. So I'm sure that contributed to my figuring out how to shut my mouth to an extent when I was in school and not getting in trouble for it anymore. I wonder if that's still a thing. Do they still send kids to the office because they can't stop talking? I feel like now, well, I don't know. I feel like now they do a lot more like, here's a fidget toy or something like that. Like if I had a fidget toy, I think I'd be good. Like I definitely like just to have something to do. And if that something to do is just to talk to no one and nothing, like, you know, sitting here and planning and talking to myself, I will do it. So I bet if I had fidget toys when I was younger, I probably wouldn't have had as many problems as I did. Oh gosh. Oh, maybe you should undo the tweezers. Jeez. I promise I have a brain. I promise I'm a smart person. I just struggle sometimes. Again, back to the ADHD thing. I think that's a lot of the problem that I have, is that my brain and my hands and like the rest of my body are not always on the same page, you know? Maybe that's just a thing. Like maybe I'm just making too much of this, but it feels very ADHD to me. And when you have someone else who's ADHD telling you, yeah, that's ADHD, it kind of, you know, makes you feel like, okay, well, at least I'm not losing my mind. For that reason, at least. Okay, I like this. It's very like, I want to say it's simple because it is kind of simple, but it's also not because of, you know, it's not really that simple. I want to move a couple of these, not from a different place, but like into a different position, because I noticed, so I was trying at first, just because I had already been doing it, oh, it's crooked now, to just put them all, these pages have been at the back of my, my A5 like setup, so they're a little bit wonky. But I noticed that I started putting these all where the shadow was the same direction, so I just kept with it, but then I put that one in a different direction. So now I feel like I need to move some of them so they're going a different direction, or like the shadows in a different spot. I want to move this one, but I put that flower on there, and that took me a little bit of time, so that's annoying, but it's fine. This paper is really nice paper. I got this, oh geez, I said that and then destroyed that sticker, but that wasn't the paper's fault. That was the sticker's fault. It's fine. I'll just maneuver this over that. I got this paper at Hobby Lobby, and I don't know, it's pretty good. I covered that way too much now, but I'm not going to pick it up again because I'm sure I'll absolutely destroy the flower underneath. So we're just gonna go with it, and it's gonna be okay. Oh, I ordered off of Amazon today because Amazon is my kryptonite. I ordered some A5 paper that's like already punched, and I think it said it was 100 GSM. So it's not like amazing, but it's better than what I've been working with. And I think that will be nice because then I can just print onto A5 size paper and I don't have to cut everything out. All right, I'm gonna try this. The last time I did this, it didn't punch correctly, but we're gonna try it anyway. Yeah, it's a little bit, it's not as deep, I don't think, as the punches that were originally there. So they're not perfect, but that's okay. This is from We Are Memory Keepers, the same people that do the crocodile punch. And I just bought it. It's adjustable, so you can like make it, oops, different sizes. So like the A5 is there, so that's why I had it to there. And that's how I've been punching all of my inserts. But I bit the bullet today and I bought that paper, mostly just because it was there and I didn't really realize that was a thing. So that was kind of cool. Okay, let's stop rambling because it's already been 20 minutes. You see what happens? This is what happens. And let's fill in, let's put Q2 or maybe Q2 goals. I don't know. We're going to put it in there. What color though? Maybe this one. This is my just random notepad. That one could work. Maybe we'll just go with it, mostly because I feel like I don't need to sit here all day and pick out a marker color. I think that box is crooked, but I'm just gonna leave it. We're just going with the flow today. This is kind of how my my catch-all went. I put down like multiple stickers crooked and was just like, nope, we're just going with it because I just didn't feel like fixing them, because sometimes I feel like that's a lot of the reason why it takes so long to film, is because I'm like, no, I have to fix it. I don't like that S. It's very crooked. But there's no going back now. So here we are. Okay. I think I want to look in here first and just see if there's anything in here that I want. Let's see. Because I really like this sticker book, and you can see I really haven't used it, and I feel like I should, although now I'm not sure that it really matches, but maybe there's just like a clear quote in here that I can use. I like this one, Be True to You. I think that is a good one. I think we're gonna put this up here. That's cute. Let's see. I kind of like this one too, but I don't know if the color really matches. Like, I'm sure it would be okay. I just don't know that it 100% matches. Could go with this one. I feel like I want them both to be black though, so I think like I like this, like the size and the color, but I don't really like keep trying. Meh. I mean, I guess that could work because like keep reaching for your goal kind of thing, like keep trying for them, don't give up, I guess is kind of what that is saying a little bit. I could make it that way. I don't know. But now I feel like I have to pull another quote out of this book because I need that font. I wonder if this one would stand out enough. I'm just thinking like because that one's black, it's so bold. And if I put this in here, it's not going to be as bold. How does it look on camera? I mean, it's not bad. And I'm going to write in black, so maybe it's okay. I think we're just going to go with it. And so I have this Papermate Flare, and then I have my Pilot G2 in a 0.38, which is like my favorite size pen. And I'm trying to think, like, do I want to label these? I think I'm going to. So I'm going to start writing all of this stuff in, or I'm going to write it all in. And I am going to speed this up so you don't have to suffer through me writing. And then I will come back and maybe talk about it a little bit more. This is just driving me crazy. I have to fix it. It's crooked and it's gonna drive me up the wall. Now it looks kind of funny and I'm gonna have to, you know what, I'll deal with that later. We'll deal with that later. Okay, I'm gonna speed you up while I write all these things in. Okay, so I wrote all of these in, and I think the ones that make me the most nervous are definitely these two social media goals. And now that I'm thinking about it, I probably could have made them like social media instead of like the actual like YouTube and Instagram, but it's fine. This one I think is going to be a challenge only because I don't always make the time for it, even though I want to. So I think that's going to be the challenge there, is just making the time for it, like making myself make the time for it. Because I have the time, I just need to set that time aside. This one is always really easy for me once the weather starts getting better, because I sit at a desk all day in my apartment by myself and I like don't ever interact with anyone or have to really move around. So that one's pretty easy. I actually went on, I mean, kind of out of necessity, but I had to walk to the bank today, which isn't far, and it's only a little bit further than I would walk, like when I do go walk. But I had to go to the bank today, and my car doesn't work, so I had to walk there, which was fine. And so I did do that this week. This one is going to be challenging only because, again, like I have to motivate myself to do it. Those kind of things. And then this one, I saved I think, I want to say like $400. I would have to look exactly, but I saved like $400 in the first quarter. So if I can do that in the first quarter, 500 should not be that big of a deal. So yeah, I like this. I think it's cute. I think it really turned out, I mean, I really like how it turned out. I think I might go back and use this pen and outline this, but at the same time, I kind of like the way it looks just how it is. So maybe we just call it. I don't know. I really like this spread. I think it's really cute. It's simple, but it's fun and it's colorful, and I'm going to stick this. Where do I want to put it? Let's take a gander here. So I could put it, maybe I just put it here. I don't turn to the front of this all the time, but I feel like that's a good place for it. Or I could put it here, but again, I don't always turn there. I could put it like with my weekly. I don't know. I think the front might be the way to go. Also, I've decided that I don't need the dashboard for social media, so I just created this thing, and this is what I'm going to use for social media. So there won't be any social media spreads anymore, at least for right now. I like decorating them, but I'm just not using them. And that feels, I don't know, that's kind of sad to me. Like, it's kind of fun to just put stickers down and do whatever, but it also is kind of sad to be like, man, I put all that work in and then I didn't even use it. But okay. I kind of like that right there. I think it's cute. So I think that's where I'm going to put it. Okay, so there we have it. My quarter 2 goals. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Maybe you got some inspiration on, I mean, this literally is so simple. Like, it was not that much work. And it's just nice, I think, to sit back and like look at things that you have accomplished and things that you want to accomplish. So yeah, this one scares me. I meant to say, this one scares me because I feel like a lot of the subscribers that I gained this, like during the first quarter, were at the beginning of the year during like planner setups and stuff like that. So I'm not sure about that one, but we'll see. If I don't hit it, I'm not going to beat myself up over it. And this one scares me because Instagram, man, Instagram just does what it wants, but it's fine. We'll just see how it goes. I'm not going to beat myself up if I don't hit these 2 goals. That's pretty much where I'm at with it. I'm really not going to beat myself up if I don't hit like any of these goals, because that's not the point of goal setting. The point of goal setting is just to have something to work towards. And this is my things to work towards. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, I would really appreciate if you give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my videos, you can hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.